Hi guys, and this is again Addu in the video. Hope you'll enjoy it. And now today's project is gonna be a maze project. So I'll be teaching how to do a maze. So right now let us take a backdrop. So if you don't know how to upload a backdrop from the internet and put it on Scratch, then I'll teach you. Now you do this and do a right click. Okay, wait. Now, alright. Instead, to make it easier, now see. If you want to do for a maze, click this maze pictures on Scratch. You'll get all these kind of pictures, and whichever picture you want, you just select it. You can select anything you want, but black could be the best also. And now let us choose our project. Okay, let's choose our maze. And now what should we do is now you should do this. Okay, we can take any image we want. Let's okay, we can take this one. This looks nice. Now you right click it and then you should not put any of these three open link. No. Instead put save image as. Do a left click to that and then you'll see a window like this. And then actually you can name it as scratch maze. I'll name it as Advik class project. I'll just name it as project. You can name it anything you want. So now what I'll do is you should go to Scratch now. And then after going to Scratch, you should upload the backdrop. You should go and with the mouse pointer do not click the circle, just go and touch the circle with the mouse pointer and here press the top button. Again you will see this. It can actually be anywhere. It's not like whatever you download will come at the starting. It can actually come anywhere, so you should keep your eyes very close here. And now, okay, now you can see here Advait class project. Now let us you can double tap it to make it come automatically on the screen, or you can make it like you can just tap it once and it will come in the file name place, and then you can press open, then also it will come, but I'll go for double tap to make it quicker. Double tap, and now you can see here this new backdrop has come, but it looks too small for the maze. We don't want it. So right now it's in bitmap mode. Connect it to vector, which is right below the screen here. So now don't put the circle, instead put the empty mouse pointer and then just drag it somewhere. But best is just drag it at this circle, and if you go close to it, it will itself come there. And if you leave it, it will come. And you can see 8 circles. So these 8 circles are for stretching the picture. So I'll stretch it to make it bigger for the cat to fit. Okay, we should put it till here. Uh, okay, I think this is okay. Or I'll even put it a little more. And now, okay, this looks right. But still, it's extremely thin. Now we should make it properly. For that, you should put it correctly at this line. You should end it correctly at this line. For that, you should drag it right here. It's at touching the line. Now you leave. As you see here also it's coming perfectly. You do that same thing for here. You drag it and then come here. And now, like all the games in Play Store and App Store or whatever, as you see, when you start a game or whatever you download, there'll always be a loading thing. If we want to make ours like that, then we can go to backdrop 1, go to text. Text will always be in purple color or transparent, which is this orange line. But if you want to change, you can just use saturation. So No, it's actually color. Color is for changing. If you are putting, the more you put brightness high, the more bright this thing comes. Okay, I'll show you an example. If you are bringing it lower, look at this thing. This also comes lower. It can even come to black. But so brightness, if you bring it to zero, it will go to black. But saturation, if you bring it to zero, it will go to white. So both of these are like opposite. This will, so as you see the color thing palette is, it will be like if you drag it, more you drag it, it will be like if you are putting saturation to zero, there's a mist covering the color palette. More you're dragging the saturation higher, it's like that mist is going away and it's coming and the color will come. Brightness also same, but this is like smoke, fire smoke, and if you do this it will come. And now let's I like red, so I'll choose that only. So now if you see here, put it in capital letters if you want it to be proper. Now see, now it has come here. It looks perfect here. But on the scratch screen, it looks extremely tiny, which is not good. So instead, yeah, again you can see these 8 dots. Again, use these to do. Now again you can bring it to the line or like wherever you want. I'll go for touching it correctly at the line. Now, yeah, this is perfect, but that's not all, or else it will not be proper. Instead, now 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now instead, now see, I'll do it like this. One, to always put 4 dots notification. Three, and fourth one. Wait, now just. Okay, so now I'll put 4 dots. This cat is hiding it at the scratch window. Okay, now we are done with all the backdrops. Okay, no, we are not done with backdrops. Now we are doing the code for the backdrops. Don't select the sprite box. Select the background box and then you do it. Now, when green flag clicked in events, go to looks. Switch backdrop to Advik class project, which is our maze. Okay, no, first we need it to load. So let's make it backdrop 1. Select backdrops and see. Now backdrop 1 is called loading. That Advik class project is only the maze. So now if you are seeing here, now it's like, okay, so what is it? Okay, now it's like backdrop 1. For this, there you should again go to, okay, control. To make it more realistic, let's make it 3 seconds. And then you switch backdrop to Advait class project or whatever you have named it. So after 3 it will load for like 3 seconds. That's how the game will be. It loads for 3 seconds and afterwards it will like that. Okay, so now what shall we do? Okay, I think these dots don't look perfect. So let's again go to the mouse pointer and select these dots. I'll put this dot on L, this dot on A, this dot on I, and this dot on G. Now it looks proper, right? And now, okay, but it still doesn't go with the loading properly. So I'll put it down. I'll put it like quite down. This here, and this here. Now it's okay, but still all of them are tilted. You should actually be proper with where you're aiming. Now loading. So it's backdrop 1. Now, okay, I'll play the program and show. Now I'm clicking the green flag which is here. If I do a left click, see it comes to loading. It waits for 3 seconds and it switches to maze. That's cool. But still sprite doesn't look good. It can't go with this. So let's make it as 15. If you don't know where the size is here. So now instead of 100 I'll make it 15. Okay, this is a very small. Let's put it as 20. Yeah, 20 is like perfect only. Now But so this is going to be the entry part. But okay, suppose we can imagine the cat is hungry, and then you can put an apple at the end, which is right here, and then cat should travel all the way with your brain, and then next it has to, when it comes here, it will eat the apple and it will tell you how one. For that, let's take an apple only. That's a good idea. Now from here, let's just, okay, yeah, apple is right here only. Now this apple also you make it smaller. Definitely a cat is bigger than an apple. So apple you just put it as 5 and see. Okay, 8 is its lower size. It doesn't look that good, right? So now instead of 8, let us put it as at least 16. Oh, yeah, this is at least nice only. Now we come, now let's put it here. And now let's put the code. Actually, you don't need any code for Apple mostly. You might come with a code, but to me there might be no code. So when green flag clicked, okay, no. Okay, instead let's put a broadcast message. It will be much better. Now you actually can do anything. See here it's written right. Switch backdrop to backdrop 1. Then when it switches backdrop to backdrop 3, okay, like back that maze backdrop, then it should broadcast message number 1. So that is okay. So here you can put receive message number 1. Here if you are not putting broadcast message number 1, then here also you should not put receive message number 1. Instead you should put when backdrop switches to, then Advik class project or whatever you named it. Then you should drag a forever block. Okay, now drag a forever block. Now here you do this. Okay, now you should drag 4 if then blocks. Okay, no, instead you can put 2. Anything 4 or 2 or 1 or anything. I'll go for 2. Now you can put this as, oh, okay. I put touching. We should not put touching. You should put key. So I'll change this as up arrow. This as down arrow. Now, see, I'm again going to do. Look, you should put it on top of. You should put it on that top if then block. Then move over right click here. There are 3 options. Put duplicate. You'll see this. Put it right here. And but then you should put, instead of up arrow and down arrow, it's already here. So put right arrow and left arrow. Now you have up, down, left, and right. So now if these keys are pressed, then okay. So in this maze project, coordinates will come. So you can do this maze project only if you know coordinates. Or if you don't know, then this will be extremely tough. So up arrow is a y coordinate. So we'll go for change y. Don't put set y. Change y. And change y should not be by 10. Let it be by 5. It's going smaller steps. Let's change. Okay, up arrow, down arrow is also y direction. Both of them are in vertical place. So change y by -5, not 5. Opposite of up is down. So opposite of 5 is -5 based on integers. So now what you do is here now again. Now right and left arrow both are in x coordinate. So now instead of y, put change by x coordinate. Here put 5, next -5. But and from here you should put one more thing also. Doesn't mean you're ready. Now you should actually you should put another 4 more if then blocks right here. Okay, if you can't do properly, I'll do it slowly. Now you should, so in down arrow and change y by -5. So you should put it right below change y by -5. Same do it for these two. Now I hope you have understood it, so I'll do it properly. Now I'll do it here. And now for all of these if then blocks, actually you can add anything. You can in an if then block you can actually add sensing or operators, but for us we don't need any operator, we just need sensing. Now drag this if touching. You should drag actually, or you should drag it for all those if then blocks. And now this, so change this. So put the brightness to 0 and change it to pure black, so that if you are pressing the down, okay, wait, so it will be like, okay, if touching, then go to motion. Okay, first of all we'll put this for all. Again, fire smoke and fire smoke. Here what you do is, in motion you put change y by 5. This time again put this, but it should not be change y by 5. Instead change y by -5. And then again drag this. And this time here it's change y by -5. So here it's change y by 5. Now for right arrow and left arrow. Change, so change x, because right and left are in x coordinate. So change x, here it's 5, so here put -5, here it's -5, so you put 5. And then, so okay, I'll even explain the reason why. The reason why you should put this all is, so if you are pressing the up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, and right arrow, you will definitely touch this thing. But to make it like a, but if you don't add all these touching color stuff and all, so if you only if you press down arrow itself, in just one shot itself, it will go to the apple. But there has to be black lines blocking it, so that's why if it go, suppose, okay, if it goes on the down, if you press down arrow, it will go on x coordinate -5, right? But if it needs to, but for blocking, you should put it as opposite of that, so it will not go. Okay, okay, wait, right now even check the coordinate where it is. The coordinates are here, x1, y161. So go to put this, when backdrop switches to this, go to 1 and 161, which is already written. Okay, let's put one more thing. Now again, in events you should do this. Okay, not this, put the backdrop thing. When backdrop switches to backdrop 1, then this has to hide. We should have done it long back only, just forgot. And now hide. And then when backdrop switches to backdrop 1, show and go to this. So now this, everything is ready. We just need to do one more script and we are done for today's video. Now when green flag clicked, okay, drag another if then block. If, and in sensing, if touching, if touching apple, which is here, if touching apple, then you should put it, then stop all. You can find it in control. Stop all, drag it. Okay, if, oh okay, yeah. So we just need to add one more block and we are done for today. So say, oh, you can put anything you want. I'll put great job in doing this. Okay, so now we'll just test it and we are all done. Okay, now press the green flag. Now it's loading, as you see. Okay, yeah, wait. We should just add one script for the apple actually. Now, when green, okay, no. Drag two of these backdrops and here you change it to this one. And now when backdrop switches to backdrop 1, you hide just like the cat, so that they won't suspect anything, like nothing is there when it's loading. And when it switches here, show, and go to x0 it's written, so x0 y minus 160. Actually don't need to type it in motion, you just drag it, already here itself it will be shown. Now put it here, and then we are ready to test it. Do a left click on the flag, and then it will load. Then now I'm using the arrow keys. Let's go this way. And now we're going to go through this maze. Okay, and actually, okay, if it comes, okay, wait, I think there's some great job in doing this. It doesn't tell. I don't understand the reason why. I think there's some problem with the code. We should figure it out. Now, if touching apple, then okay, right now maybe it's quite complicated. So let's just put a stop all. Let us not put this. It may be complicated. Okay, or else apple it's too small, so the cat cannot sense it. So apple you can put it in 20. Anything is actually okay. Now on green, oh it. Or maybe there's another problem with the code. Now this thing here now, okay, all of this is proper. When green flag click, okay, so I understood the problem. Okay, so I'm gonna do something. I'll give you 5 seconds to tell what's the problem and how to fix it. Okay, so now if you have guessed it correct, the answer is drag a forever block here. If you don't have a forever block, when the cat comes here, after when the cat is touching this thing, and then if you click the green flag, then it will stop everything. But when green flag clicked forever if touching, then if you put it, now see, it will come. Okay, so actually, okay, so actually I was wrong only. So it had nothing to do with that saying block. Let's okay, let's again put that only. Great great job winning. I'll put this time. Great job winning. And now we'll again check our game. This time we'll check if it works. Okay, we should go. Let's go. You can actually choose any maze you want. It's not necessary for this maze. Now what you should focus a lot is not in the game. What you should focus a lot is actually in the code. Now, if you do this, great job winning. So, actually, that's correct only, the forever block. And look, even the green flag, if you click it, there'll always be this thing. But okay. If you always click, there'll be this blue thing. But if you're that, okay, I'll just show you one last time. And now see, as you see here, this blue thing on are surrounding the green flag. You can see, right? So now see, it means that the program is right now running on. So now come here, and if you touch, now great job winning. And now look, see that blue thing which was surrounding the green flag, it has stopped. So it means now our program is perfect. Thank you everyone. Hope you have enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe. Bye.